I'm making buttercream frosting to put on top of my favorite sugar cookie recipe. I've made the sugar cookies following the recipe that's on the blog, and you can see how they're perfectly cooked. I have these flower shape, some stars, some hearts, and some circles. And these cookies are being made for a baby shower for a little girl. So I'm going to be using white and pink buttercream frosting primarily to top these cookies. These are one of my favorite cookies. And I think that they are one of the easiest cookies to make, and the buttercream frosting is yummy as all get out. So together, the cookies and the buttercream frosting are a perfect little dessert. First thing is a stick of butter. I'm using unsalted butter. Put that in the mixer. And you're going to mix that up until it's light and fluffy. I've sifted confectioner sugar into this bowl. The recipe calls for 3 cups of confectioner sugar to half a stick of butter. Sometimes you'll use less, sometimes you'll use more. A lot of times that depends on the time of year and the amount of humidity that is in the atmosphere. So the butter is all creamed right now, and I'm going to start to add the sugar. We're using 1/3 cup of milk, which we're going to add each time we add the confectioner sugar, and you may or may not need all of the milk. So you just need to add a little, see how it incorporates into the frosting, and then add more if you need it. I'm also going to use a teaspoon of vanilla, which I'll add now. You'll want to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure that all the sugar is being incorporated. And I like to do that after each addition as well. Ready for the second cup of flour. Now when you make this buttercream, the recipe calls for sifted confectioner sugar. And please do not skip the sifting step, because I find that it makes it much easier to get a nice creamy buttercream. Okay, I'm adding the 1/3 cup of sugar. I haven't added extra milk because it's looking pretty moist in there right now. A little bit more milk. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. We're all done. Creamy buttercream frosting, ready for me to put food coloring in. I made 2 kinds of frosting, 2 colors, white and pink. And in some I just spread the frosting and used a sprinkle of colored sugar. In others, I use the tip of my cake decorator. All you want to do is remember to let them sit out so that the buttercream hardens, and then you can stack them and freeze them. So these are great make-ahead cookies. They'll keep well in the freezer, and you can make them now. These would be great for Valentine's Day. Even though I'm using them for a baby shower, they'd be great for Valentine's Day.